Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the RCT3 Coaster Challenge. I'm Moonkin FTW and welcome to the final episode of the RCT3 Coaster Challenge. That's right, one more ride and we have built a coaster for every single coaster type in the game. Not just any coaster, a nice one with custom scenery and all that jazz. And in the last episode we're going alphabetically, so we have the wooden wild mouse as our final one, which is unfortunately not the most extensive or amazing roller coaster because it's very compact. It's very limited in track design. Still, I'm going to try and make the best out of it. So instead of the kind of usual layout, I'll try to make something a little bit different. So, you go into that lift hill and you go straight down to a very steep and very big drop, which is generally not what happens with a wild mouse. And also using these wild mouse carts with 3 in a row to kind of help with the fact that they don't lose momentum a whole lot. So I can again make the track longer. So I'm going to use a lot of dips, a lot of turns, make sure that the pacing is on point. I'm going to make it just bigger than what a general, wild mouse would be. At least that's my idea. I also have a few ideas to kind of spice this up because again, these wooden supports are quite decent, so I'm not going to change them for custom ones. But what I am going to do in this last episode is something I've done before a few times, which is use some tunnels. And I think that's really going to kind of enhance the ride experience, if you will. So this is the design in terms of the wild mouse. I think it actually looks quite epic, to be honest with you. I'm just going to check here to see if the pacing is okay. And there you go. That is our design for the roller coaster. We're going to go with a white wood and kind of a red line, a red track, if you will. And so when it comes to the tunnels, like I said, we're going to use Pateri's tunnel add-on, which is a very nice add-on. And we're going to make a few tunnels. So first I want one here, and I want a longer one right here, which is going to be, I think it's going to, again, add some more flavor to the ride. I have a few small ideas also lined up. I want to say I want to leave with a bang, but this is the last episode, and I don't think I can top myself after I made a wild mouse in that shopping mall. I think that's maybe that should have been the grand finale, but again, we're working alphabetically, and when I have inspiration, I just use it. I don't I gotta wait until this episode. I just boom, I use it. So I'm gonna make a nice little classic but very charming looking station. It's kind of my go-to design for more vintage looking roller coasters, which is this one. So, just some simple slate slabs and then a slate roof. I'm going to use these custom station blocks and make it look a little bit more interesting, if you ask me. And then I'm going to go to the slate roof, going to make it red so it's in line with the track. And I'm going to plop down the roof right here. And as you can see, I think this looks really nice, also with the tunnels and everything. So here, the queue line, I'm going to also cover that with some stuff, and I have a few other ideas. So it's also going to be white and red, just like the theme of the coaster. And I'm going to cover this with canvas tents. Again, it's honing back to that whole vintage feeling, if you will. And I think it looks really, really nice. But again, that's me. So again, to spice it up a little bit, I'm going to use Beastie's path mods, and I'm going to try and kind of, cover the ride or encapsulate the ride in a pathing so you can walk all around it. I think that's a pretty nice idea, and I think that will really help and spice it up a bit more to make sure it's like a complete package or something. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but it's the last episode. I wanted to go a little bit more into detail, in depth, if you will. I didn't have any other crazy inspiration for anything else, but I think just overall, I think it's going to be a nice little solid build. And that'll be it in terms of the episode. Again, when I started this, I honestly didn't know if I would complete all of these because it was 70 rides. But I think what kept me going is that it's really fun to try and build roller coasters other than the general ones I usually use. Again, this wooden wild mouse, I can't remember the last time. I don't think I've even ever built one in RC3. So the fact that I'm constantly or mostly using roller coaster types I never use kind of keeps it fresh. Second of all, I just like building roller coasters. It's just very relaxing, kind of almost therapeutic in a way. And it's just fun to me. I like doing it, I like being creative, and this is kind of like my main outlet for creativity. So, and again, I was also not in a rush to make it, so I just could take my time and just let ideas sink and, just go nuts if I had some inspiration and everything. So yeah, that's that's pretty much why I think I managed to just complete and do all 70, because damn, 70 episodes. Now that I think about it, like it's a lot, but yeah. So we're just gonna go ahead and finish this up. All we need to do is just fill up that BC's path moss, like the last bit of pathing here that goes to the entrance. A bit more fencing, of course, so there we go. And I wanted to add a little bit of foliage in between these little areas, so I'm gonna plant some small, like these medium hollies with small apple trees. And I had one final kind of idea that I never used, because Shy Guy also has a in its mod you're allowed to, it allows you to make curved flower beds, which is a really cool idea. And you see me using it right here. So you can see me fidgeting around a little bit. I'm going to use, of course, red and white flowers, because of course that matches the roller coaster. And you can see that I'm able to fill up these smaller spots, and then I use the large flower beds, and boom, look at that. I think that actually looks really, really nice, and I should have maybe used that more often. So I was like, okay, that's really nice. I'm going to use that a bit more. So here I'm going to use the same thing. So we're going to go to, again, same idea, plop it down, use it, and then again fill it up with flowers. And yeah, I think that looks really awesome. It's a nice little touch to this ride. And I think we're just about ready. Let's go ahead and change the carts to make sure that they fit as well, and save this, and there we go. And yeah, that's it. That's the last episode done. This is the final design. It's pretty simple, but I think I really like it. I always like covering the path with Beach's path mods and everything. And the flower beds are awesome. Let me go ahead and, excuse me. Let me go ahead and save this. I'm going to call it Mega Mouse. I think it's quite fitting, considering it's taller than, I'd say, your average wild mouse. That's just me. And I think the POV is going to be pretty epic as well. So without further ado, let's ride this. Let's see what it's like to ride our final coaster in our RCT3 coaster challenge. 70 coasters built, and this is the last one. So we go up the chain lift one more time, at least for this challenge. Here we go, about to drop down. So first we have a very big drop. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And then we go into these like switchbacks, or like these like quick 180-degree turns. There's a couple of them. You can see the other wild mouse cart there. They look quite funny. And there we go, the last one. As we drop down, here we go, into the spider web of coaster track. That's actually that's a good amount of speed. Maybe a little bit too fast, but I mean, yeah. That's unfortunate. You don't even have brake sections with this one. You can't even build brakes. In our first tunnel, that's nice. And into our longer tunnel, that's a good ride time. That's a pretty good ride time, I'll be honest. Yeah, I like this. There we go, the final few turns. And there we go, we did it. Into the station we go, and that's it, guys. There you go, that is the end of this series. 70 roller coasters built, 70 videos. And that's it, guys. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go from here. I guess I'll keep building roller coasters. I mean, something roller coaster related. If you guys have any ideas for future videos, just let me know. I might pick it up. And again, thank you for everyone that's been watching these. Greatly appreciate it. Then this wasn't for views or anything. I just was really fun for me to do and build all these roller coasters. I think I'll upload all of these to Park Crafters, or maybe like the RST community on Reddit or something like that. But thank you guys again. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. It's been a hell of a ride, no pun intended. I loved making this, and I might be back soon with a new roller coaster or something else. But until then, for one last time, I want to thank you very much for watching this episode of the RCT3 Coaster Challenge, and have yourself a wonderful day.